Thank you very much. I'm always very excited when we have this program today to give out our scholarships. So I want to congratulate each one of you recipients. And this year our scholarships have an even better story to them. As you know, we base our awards on community service and scholarship. So, and when we examined all your applications, you have all excelled in the academic arena, but you've also excelled in our motto, which is service above self. It is important for us to know that you have already served your schools, your churches, and your communities so that we know that fulfilling our club's motto is already an integral part of your life and who you are as a graduating senior. And we know you will continue this on in the future. We also take consideration extenuating circumstances within families who genuinely need a student's help with the family needs. And we believe that this is a service just as important as community service, and it is a much better service to, it's much better than doing a lot of outside activities. We have to take care of our family first. And this year, thanks to the generosity of one of our members who wishes to remain anonymous, we are giving a scholarship to each one of the applicants. 16 of you applied and 16 got scholarships. Each year we give 10 scholarships, five from our club and 5 through the generosity of our anonymous donor. This year our donor asked me, well, how many applicants do you have? And if they were all highly qualified. And I said, oh, they are very highly and we had qualified, and we have 16 applicants. He said, okay, I'll give you $11,000 this year then. So that's just so amazing, because usually we have about 25, 26 applicants every year. And so I hope you, kind of brought home to me, remember this life lesson. You can't win if you don't play the game. And so, it's just fascinating. So as you continue your life journey, maybe you'll remember that someday. I got a scholarship because I applied. And not that you weren't deserving, but that it worked out that way. So our committee this year consisted of Carl Gooding, Bill Golden, and John Scott. And we thank each of them for their time in helping, because the hardest job is having 16 applicants and only picking 10. Believe me, it's hard. And you feel bad leaving 6 out. It's just that way, because everybody has done a lot of work. So I will now call each winner forward. I'll do it in alphabetical order to give us a summary of your community activities and mention where you're going to school and what your career goals are. So. And I'm just going to do that in alphabetical order. And we'll start with William Bland.
My name's Will Bland. I'll be graduating from Statesboro High in the next few weeks. And the guests that I brought are my parents, Michael and Retta Bland. I was fortunate enough to be accepted into the University of Georgia, and I will be attending Georgia this fall. My plan is to major in civil engineering. UGA has a program called Thrive, and a few days ago I got accepted into it. Thrive is a program that begins in July, and it consists of 2 classes, which I will be taking there, that will help me get a head start in the classroom and in the community. I'm very fortunate to be able to participate in that this summer. Throughout my 4 years of high school, community service has been very important to me. I participated in soup kitchens, blood drives, cleaning up the football field after Friday night games, and I even helped throw a birthday party for a kid my age named Gabe, who was diagnosed with a terminal disease and he didn't think he'd make it to the age of 16. In the future, I'm looking forward to working on many different service projects, including food banks, animal shelters, underprivileged populations, and soup kitchens. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Rotary Club and the anonymous donor for their generous donations. Thank you.
And next will be Bailey Bork.
Hello, my name is Bailey Kaylee Bork. First of all, I want to express how grateful I am for this scholarship and the opportunity to be here today. I'm a senior at Statesboro High School and have been involved in my community in many ways throughout my high school career. I'm currently a part of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, National Art Honor Society, and I am the art editor-in-chief for the Listen magazine of Statesboro High School. I volunteered for service in my community by creating life-sized Toy Story props for the Statesboro Regional Library's Breakfast with Santa event, being the co-chair for the National Honor Society's Trunk or Treat event, working each week with the after-school program at the Averitt Center for the Arts by leading kids in making art pieces, and so much more. I enjoy working with the kids so much I plan to continue to volunteer in the arts as a way to give back to my community. I will attend the University of North Georgia in the fall and major in digital art. Art has always been my passion, and I hope to create artwork for video games as my career path. Thank you so much.
And next we'll have Caitlin Brantley.
Good afternoon, my name is Caitlin Brantley, but my friends call me Katie. I'm a senior at Southeast Bulloch High School. Today I brought my father, Buddy Brantley, with me. I wanted to say my mom really wanted to come, but it is standardized testing week and she needed to be at school. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank the Rotary Club of Statesboro for hosting this lovely luncheon and for awarding me the Service Above Self Scholarship. It truly means more to me than you will ever know. I am very honored to receive this. I will work hard to represent my school and this organization well. I would also like to thank the Rotary Club for your service to our community. Service to others is of utmost importance, and my experiences and memories of serving are very dear to my heart. Throughout high school, I participated in service projects including assisting with Housing Authority and back-to-school events, helping with my HOSA club at blood drives and visiting nursing homes, as well as volunteering at family nights at my former elementary school. My time spent volunteering has made me realize my passion for helping others. I've decided to help others by pursuing a career in dentistry. I've recently been accepted to a relatively new program at Augusta University. Augusta University is home to Georgia's only dental school, and I offer a dental professional scholars program that will allow me to obtain an undergraduate degree in cell and molecular biology and a doctor of medicine and dentistry in only 7 years as opposed to 8. In short, I have already been given an early acceptance to dental school, given that I maintain the requirements for the program. This program accepts only 10 students per year, and I was blessed to be one of these 10. It is my dream to complete this program and to someday open a local dental practice with my sister, who is a dental hygienist. Through my community service, I became aware that many low-income senior citizens lack access to basic dental care. My sister and I hope to have an outreach service that will help senior citizens and other low-income patients so that we can continue to serve these very deserving members of our society. Thank you again. Your scholarship will help this dream become true.
And one thing I forgot to mention, please introduce your parents. So they're the most important people here. So next we'll have Jade Boe.
Good afternoon. Today I brought with me my mom and dad, Heidi and Bobby Coble. My name is Jade Boe, and I'd like to thank the Rotary Club for allowing me to be here today and offering me this scholarship. I'm currently a senior at Statesboro High School. Throughout my 4 years at Statesboro High, I've been a member of Beta Club, National Honor Society, student government, participated in Youth Leadership Bulloch, completed the Early Childhood Education Pathway, and will graduate as an honor graduate. I have also played varsity softball and soccer for my 4 years at Statesboro High. I've been a member and vice president of Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America as well. I've participated in over 200 service hours in the past 4 years. A majority of my hours have been spent in the pre-K classroom at Statesboro High. I enjoy dedicating my time to teaching lessons, leading activities, reading to the students, and more. Working with Miss Donna Crosby, the pre-K teacher, has been one of the best opportunities of which I've had the privilege of. My sophomore year, I enrolled at a Certified Nursing Assistant course, also known as CNA. Although COVID-19 withheld me from taking the state exam and receiving my certification, the course led me to discover my passion for the medical field. I share my involvement with the pre-K class and participation in CNA course to demonstrate my passion for taking care of others and working with children. That is why I plan to major in nursing and pursue a career in pediatrics at Georgia College and State University in the fall. In the event that I don't pursue nursing, which is my current major, I would love to go into education. Helping others reach goals and further develop is what I'm most passionate about. I would like to thank the Rotary Club again, as well as the anonymous donor who donated on the scholarship's behalf. This donation will be a tremendous aid as I go on to further my education. I would also like to thank my biggest supporters. Without my mom and dad, I would not be where I am today, and I'm thankful they are here today by my side. As I go on to attend Georgia College, I'll miss everything Statesboro has molded me to be, but I know that I will be able to succeed and accomplish the goals I have for myself as long as I strive to perform to the best of my abilities. Thank you again.
Thank you. And next is Rebecca Dealess.
Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca Dealess and I will be graduating from Southeast Bulloch High School in just a few short weeks. Today I have my mother Nicole with me and my brother Jacob as guests. Community outreach has been an important aspect of my life throughout the last several years. During this time, I have visited nursing home residents, prepared meals for the local Ronald McDonald House, assisted with blood drives, and worked at Recovery in the Park, an event for recovering addicts and their families. These are just a few of the causes that I have been blessed to support. In the fall, I will be attending the University of Georgia, where I will major in communication studies. I was recently accepted into a summer program at UGA called Thrive, which offers courses to prepare students for UGA level rigor and offers an opportunity to get a head start in the Athens-Clarke County community. In the future, I hope to attend law school with the intent of becoming an attorney. Through the coming years, I plan to continue to serve those around me by volunteering at soup kitchens, collecting supplies for those in need, raising funds for charitable causes, and working with nonprofit organizations. I would like to thank the Rotary Club and the private donor who invested funding into mine and my peers' futures. Thank you.
Next will be Jenna Goodson.
Good afternoon. My name is Jenna Goodson. Today I brought with me my beautiful mother, Lisa Schatzel, and my counselor, Joe Bettinger. I attend Portal Middle High School, and come fall, I'll be attending Mercer University. I intend to major in nursing with a minor in Spanish, with the intended career of nurse practitioner specialized in psychiatry. Throughout my high school career, I've contributed many of my hours to service projects, some most notable being coat drives and distributions, soup kitchens, and multiple Humane Society events, as well as some art-based community projects, such as the mural in Portal, if you ever go by there. In college, I hope to travel to a third world country and hopefully work with Red Cross or a similar association. And hopefully I'll continue some projects with the Humane Society as I grow and have opportunities to do so. Lastly, I'm incredibly honored to be chosen, and it's going to make a huge impact on my future, and I'm so grateful and blessed to even be offered this. And I just want to give a huge thank you to the Rotary Club and the amazing anonymous donor for investing in all of our futures. Thank you.
Next will be Jayden Hall.
Greetings. My name is Jayden Hall, and I am a senior at Statesboro High School and a proud member of the SHS Beta Club. Today I brought my loving parents, Joseph and Latasha Hall, with me to accept this blessing that's been placed in my path. Before I talk a little more about myself, I'd like to take the time to thank the Rotary Club of Statesboro and the anonymous donor for providing the necessary funds to even make this event possible. Throughout my life, I've always been the type of person that wanted to help others in any way that I could, whether that's by mowing lawns, walking dogs, or bringing in groceries. But the project that I'm most proud of was the one that I was able to lead with my church. We went around the community giving out care packages during the time of COVID's peak. This project allowed me to gather youth from Elm Street Church of God's youth ministry and go out and put smiles on people's faces. It wasn't much, but it was more than doing nothing. In the future, I hope to continue serving not only my community, but my country as well. I plan on going to college at Georgia State University, where I plan to further my knowledge of criminal justice and one day join the FBI as an intelligence and analysis. I choose to walk down this path in life, hoping that I can one day make a difference in something bigger than me. Once again, I just want to thank everyone for listening to me and everyone that made this event possible. Thank you.
And then next, Kaylee Hardy.
Okay, I told myself I wouldn't let my face turn red, but here we go. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Kaylee Hardy. I go to Statesboro High School, and I'm so honored to be here today. I brought my mom, Mandy Hardy, and my dad, Craig Hardy, with me today because of all of the love and support I get from them. They push me to do my best and apply for scholarships and to leave the results up to God. My parents are pastors of Thrive Church, which means I've been so fortunate to constantly be in our community and involved in serving others. I've participated in hundreds of community service events, but when I was asked to think about one that pushed me towards a career, one stood out to me. I've always been completely in love with horses, but when I began to get involved in Stirrups and Fun, an equine therapy program, it rocketed me to finding more ways I could do equine therapy and who I could help. It led me to occupational therapy, and now I'm going to Georgia Southern for 2 more years to get the service hours I need to go to occupational therapy school at Augusta University. Having this opportunity makes my dreams of becoming an occupational therapist more achievable. Thank you so much to anyone who had any part in this blessing. I look forward to meeting you and getting to know you. I've worked so hard to be where I am, and I look forward to putting in the work to be deserving of the scholarship and the honor of having it. Thank you.
Addison Marsh.
Hi. Sorry, great start already. My name is Addison Marsh. I have with me my mom, Christy, and my dad, Elliot. In the fall, I'll be attending UGA after I graduate from Statesboro High this spring with honors. Over the years, I've participated in many service events, but my favorite, without a doubt, has been my work with the Christian Social Ministries. For those of you who aren't aware or don't know of the ministry, they have 2 thrift stores and a food bank that donate to people in our community in need, but also to people affected outside of our community by natural disaster or loss, like the folks in Pembroke who were victims of the tornado. When I go to Georgia in the fall, I will be majoring in journalism. I really believe that fair, honest press is very important to democracy. I think it's a huge deal that everyone has access to well-researched information, to clear press, and I hope that by obtaining my degrees, I'll be able to do that and bring awareness to issues in our community, in our state, and in our country. Thank you.
Madison Olson.
Hi, my name is Madison Olson, and I'm a senior at Statesboro High School and a dual-enrolled student at Georgia Southern University. My guest today is my father, Scott Olson, who is one of my biggest inspirations. He has shown me that hard work reaps its benefits, but over the years has also taught me the importance of being there for your family. I plan to attend Georgia Southern and enter into their nursing program. I would like to work as a traveling nurse to expose myself to as many opportunities as I can. I have not decided on a set nursing career plan, but that is where I would like to start. Before I get started about my community service, I'd like to thank the Rotary Club for choosing me as one of the lucky recipients of this scholarship. I know that being in the medicine field can be very expensive, and the scholarship will definitely help with that. When you think of service projects, the first thing that comes to mind is volunteering at celebrations at church or painting sidewalks with the local preschools. But my service to the community does not consist of paint or balloons, of projects with other members of Statesboro. My service to the community lies in being a caretaker to my grandparents. My mother's parents, both 88 now, live with us at home. My grandfather is legally blind and suffers from retinal degeneration. My grandmother is in middle to late stages of dementia with mild hearing loss. My mother, who is not here today, has taken on the role of their caretaker. I have taken it upon myself to be her second when she needs extra hands. When COVID came around, I limited my extracurricular activities as an effort to keep my grandparents healthy at home. In light of that, I was not able to volunteer or participate in many activities for fear of bringing COVID home. Since we have been living with my grandparents, I carry out my duty of second caretaker by taking care of the home chores for my mother to lighten her load. When I get home from school, I take care of all the farm chores, such as washing the 10 dozen eggs we collect a day and feeding our many farm animals that we have. When my parents go on a much-needed vacation, I take care of my chores and take on my mother's duties for my grandparents. I make their meals, I dish out their pills, clean their living room, and I even trim their nails while they watch John Wayne at the highest volume possible on the TV. Living with my grandparents can be difficult, but it has taught me how to appreciate the little joys that family can bring. I have no idea what I wrote. But taking care of my grandparents at home, adding to my school life with my regular chores has taught me how to deal with stress and managing my time and expanding my abilities to meet the needs of those who need it. So in the future, I would hope that going into nursing and enhancing my abilities would help me to take care of those who need it most. Thank you.
Zara Pinicks.
Hi, my name is Zara Pinicks. Today I brought my mom with me, Kaylee Pinicks, because she's like my everything. Okay. So, to serve your community means to act when you see a need. This could be anything from helping a neighbor with groceries all the way to hosting a clothes drive for families under the poverty line. I believe participating in community service helps you as a leader grow morally and show a different perspective on what other families may be going through. I myself did not come from the most financially stable family, but through community events, I was allowed to have great experiences as a child. I currently am president of FCCLA, or Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America at Southeast Bulloch High School, along with spokesperson of Student Council and captain and founder of the Twirling Club. I also participate in Beta Club, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, and National Society of High School Scholars. Sorry, that was a lot. But through these programs, I've grown into the person I've become. When I first entered high school, I was very shy and I would have never spoken in front of anyone if you allowed me to, because I could not. But now I can speak in front of many people. This is because of the leadership I've gone through because of my community service outreach programs. I, as president of FCCLA, have hosted many clothes drives, blanket drives, canned food drives, and really anything else you can think of. We participated in community events such as Bulloch Night Out against crime and alcohol awareness, and we also participated in any fall festival that you can think of. We went to Stiltston, Berkeley, Statesboro, and we were in the Pembroke area. I believe that community service is important because as a child, like I said, the community events I participated in really allowed me to not worry about if we couldn't afford to go out and have fun. I could go to these events and there was food and candy and games, and it was just so much fun. Through these events that I have participated in, I've done fall festivals at my church. This has also led me to figure out that kids are my everything. I absolutely love them. And without them, I don't really know what I would do. As some of y'all have seen and heard of, many pre-K programs are also a great opportunity for us to volunteer, and that's also what I've done. I've interned in the pre-K program for over a year and have over 100 hours in the pre-K program, along with over 150 hours in the healthcare setting and 100 hours outside in my community. Community service means a lot if you can't tell. But my favorite memory is definitely hosting a canned food drive through FCCLA. We were able to collect many canned foods and even have some fresh options. We didn't tell the students what it was for, but we ended up being able to create 6 baskets full of food for Thanksgiving. We ended up giving these to our janitorial staff, and we just gave them out and then we left. It was Thanksgiving break. When we returned, I received a handwritten letter from one of the staff members that said that if she did not receive this basket, she would not be able to give her family a Thanksgiving meal at all. It was very heartwarming, and it made me realize that there are so many people that you pass every day that don't have that opportunity. This is why I decided to go into the medical field and do occupational therapy. I will stay at Georgia Southern University, and then I plan to attend the Medical University of South Carolina in Charleston to obtain my occupational therapy degree, and then later specialize in the neonatal unit so that I can do neonatal intensive care occupational therapy and work with the premature babies, and also help the families, because I think support in the family life is just really important. But I also wanted to thank everyone for coming out and just me being able to have this opportunity to speak, and the anonymous donor, I really do appreciate it, because my mom, okay, so today's her birthday, and she said this was the best way to celebrate her birthday, so it was extra special, so thank you.
Next is J.C. Sanchez.
Good afternoon, everyone, and first I would like to thank the Rotary Club of Statesboro and the anonymous donor who so generously provided us students with this amazing scholarship. I'm so blessed to have been one of the recipients. For those of you who don't know me, my name is J.C. Sanchez. Today I have brought my parents, Michelle and Jason Sanchez, to join me. I'm a senior at Portal Middle High School, and I am also a dual enrolled student at Georgia Southern University. In the fall, I plan to attend Georgia Southern University Armstrong campus to pursue a degree in nursing. Throughout my years of high school, I have been blessed to be able to attend and volunteer for many community service events. I was a volunteer for the Bulloch County Special Olympics for 2 years in a row, a volunteer at a Night to Shine fundraiser in 2020, and I have also been able to help with many blood drives at my school, as well as concessions for sporting events. I have also been lucky enough to represent my class all throughout high school as a class of 2022 class treasurer. I have supported Portal Middle High School the past 2 years in being the treasurer of the Student Government Executive Council. Even though I've held those titles and been an active member in clubs, the only thing that has meant the most to me was being able to volunteer for such special events. In 2018 and 2019, I had the opportunity to be chosen as a volunteer for the Special Olympics at Southeast Bulloch High School. I can remember the day as if it were yesterday. There were children as well as adults, but they weren't just like any individual. These children and adults were so full of spirit, drive, and selflessness. I can remember we were doing the races around the track, and we just started pushing the children and adults who were in wheelchairs or even running with them. The children and adults never got discouraged because we were showing them that they were awesome, even with their disabilities. When I started running with one of the children, the smile on his face was so unforgettable. I left that day knowing that I had made a difference. It filled my heart with so much joy knowing I had made that little boy feel like he meant something in the world. Making a difference can be in many forms, but making a child feel that love just meant so much to me, and I will forever be grateful for making that difference. After volunteering for the Special Olympics in 2018 and 2019, I still had a desire to make a difference. One day my cheer coach asked a few of my team members and I to volunteer at a Night to Shine. This was a prom for children and adults with special needs where we were going to be their dates. The volunteers and the children were dressed very formally and we had the best night. I was paired with an older man who had a form of autism, and he was the sweetest man. He sometimes got aggravated with me, but when the music would come on and I danced with him, he would start smiling again. I made a difference in his night. We would dance, listen to music, and even take lots of pictures. I will never forget how happy all the people there were. The night was filled with so much joy and life lessons. These two events taught me that we should always be thankful. We should never give up, lose hope, or be selfish. We should never look at someone who has a disability and see them as less of a person because they are enough, and they are more human than any of us. I'm thankful to have been able to be a part of those events, and I truly believe that I made a difference in the lives of those children and adults. I will forever be grateful and blessed. I would like to lastly thank the Rotary Club and the anonymous donor again for being so generous to me and all the students here today. Thank you.
Abigail Scarborough.
Good afternoon. My name is Abigail Scarborough. Today I brought my parents with me, Brian and Dina Scarborough. Okay. In less than a month, I will graduate as valedictorian of Portal Middle High School. I've been a student in the Portal schools since pre-K and have thrived through my educational experiences. As a high school student, I've been president of my class for the last 4 years, and with that has come many opportunities to serve my community. Much of my service has been through student council leadership, as well as creating fundraisers for my class. One of my favorites was our annual wiffle ball game that we started in 2019. This was where our varsity baseball and softball teams played against each other for just some fun and entertainment. We decided to involve our community, and there was so much participation. It was so awesome. Another thing that I participated in is planning the 2021 Portal High Prom. It was amazing to see my classmates, our parents, and community come together to create such a memorable event. I've also been involved in serving at my church through nursery childcare work and volunteering as a referee for Upward Soccer. After graduation, I will major in biology while studying at Georgia Southern University's honor program. I also plan to go to medical school and become either a physician or a nurse practitioner. While in college, I'm looking forward to participating in intramural sports, community events, and church mission opportunities. I believe that becoming involved in these groups will open many opportunities for me to serve others. I've learned through experience that helping others is very fulfilling and brings me a lot of joy, so I will continue to serve my community, church, and friends whenever and however I can. I would like to thank the Rotary Club of Statesboro and the donor of the scholarship for funding this award and giving me opportunities to chase my dreams. I look forward to seeing what the future holds as I take my next steps toward it very soon. Thank you.
Cecilia Smith.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Cecilia Smith, as as you already know. And I was blessed to bring both my mother, Amy Smith, and my grandmother, Marilyn Sellers, with me today. And I am currently a senior at Statesboro High and will be graduating in a couple weeks. And pretty much I've done a lot of service with my school, being a part of Beta Club, National Art Society, and National Honor Society, as being elected parliamentarian, which I'm very blessed to be. And pretty much I can say that my family has been the biggest inspiration in my entire life. They have encouraged me to pursue all of my hobbies and skills, such as art, science, and more so have encouraged me to use these skills to help others in both our community and communities outside of our reach. This has been most notable during the COVID-19 pandemic and during the peak of this pandemic, because my family came together to use our combined sewing skills to sew masks to give to the medical services in our community to help protect themselves and others during this pandemic. We were lucky enough to have sewn over hundreds of masks to give to medical operators in our community. And more so, I am very glad to be able to spread inspiration. And that's what I've wanted to do all my life by being both an artist and a scientist. I hope to pursue a double major of engineering and graphic design at the University of Georgia, to one day become an Imagineer at Disney, so that I can help create experiences that will inspire others to go on and do wonderful work, whether that's in art, science, the medical field, etc. So, and lastly, I would like to greatly thank the Rotary Club and our anonymous donor for giving me the opportunity to pursue all the other opportunities that I hope to find at both university and onward. So, thank you.
Jayden Story.
Good afternoon. I would first like to start by saying thank you to all the Rotary Club members and especially the anonymous donor who have allowed me to have this scholarship opportunity. I'd also like to thank my parents, both Juliet and Philip Story, for supporting me and guiding me throughout this high school experience. I am also extremely honored to have received this award and recognition. So my name is Kaylee Story, and I'm a senior at Southeast Bulloch High School. I plan to attend Georgia Tech and major in biological engineering. And I plan to one day return to Statesboro and use this degree to positively influence the lives of this community. Currently, I'm an active member of my youth group at First Baptist Church of Statesboro. My youth group has provided a ton of opportunities in order to serve this community and both far off. My favorite opportunities have been in serving New York City and Atlanta, in which we would pick up trash, clean low-income schools, and rebuild homes for the homeless. Also, through more local youth events, we would name them Serve Statesboro, in which we would raise awareness by having food drives, serving soup kitchens, and a lot of other stuff. And that was taking part in all of these programs was both a humbling experience and will always be a treasured memory. So when attending Georgia Tech, I hope to one day become a part of similar church-based organizations in which I can both serve God and the local community. Thank you all again for this opportunity. I sincerely appreciate the opportunity y'all have all blessed me with.
Next is Aquila Williams.
Greetings. I first want to thank the Rotary Club and the donor for this amazing opportunity to offer me this award. I am Aquila Williams and I am a senior at Portland High School. I am a member of the National Society of High School Scholars. I am in Beta Club, I am in FBLA, and I am the Secretary of the Student Body Government. I play varsity basketball and flag football. And today I'm with my mother, Natessa Williams, who has been my biggest influencer. If it wasn't for her, I would not be here today. I plan to achieve a nursing degree at Goodson University. I want to pursue a career as a neonatal nurse. I did do a few community services as volunteering for a Black History Month gathering and blood drives and Jesus Christ. And volunteering to read for children at the elementary school. But my biggest accomplishment was when COVID-19 first hit. My mother had to be one of the first people to catch COVID-19 when it was fresh, meaning there was no cure nor nobody knew what was going on. It was scary, but I had to become a mother figure to my little sisters. That included cleaning, cooking, babysitting, but it was during the summer, so I had no school. But later, both of my parents did go back to school, and I became virtual, so as my sisters. That meant I had to take care of my kids, my little sisters all day, keep up with their schoolwork. At the time, I was also a dual enrollment student, so I had to do that. And I was also included in sports, and I had to take care of my own stuff as well. So that meant I had to juggle all of these things, and I did complain, but now I realized that my parents needed me the most. And that also encouraged me to volunteer at hospitals later on in my career. And again, I want to thank the Rotary Club for this amazing opportunity. Thank you.
See, that's an extremely amazing group of students. And we're just so impressed that you're all taking care of yourselves, your families, and our community. And like I said, this is one of the biggest honors I have, is to introduce you. And I want to thank each of you. Good luck to you. You're always welcome to come back, visit our club, or update our club on your careers. We really care about your future. And hopefully, years down the road, you can give back to your community wherever you end up. Your checks will be mailed to you after July 1, so you can use some money for your college expenses coming up when you start in the fall. And I want all the winners to stay, because we need to take pictures of each of you, not each, groups of you, so we can keep a record of that. So thank you very much.